Hey team, Josh here with Patient Mastery on my morning 20-minute walk in unusually cloudy Los Angeles before a full day of calls with just a bunch of rockstar chiropractors. And the theme this week that I've been sharing through emails and through this group is consciously creating freedom in your practice. Now, I don't mean associate-driven practice freedom. That's easy. 2 good associates does it. 1 will give you a little more free time. 2 actually give you freedom. On to the next lesson. When it comes to really creating freedom, you're in one of 2 places. You are doing what you want to do in practice, and I mean like the returns, the results you get, not patient's results, but financially, like the business aspect. It's meeting your needs and more, and you're getting what you want, or it's not, and you're in stress. You're either in one of those 2 categories. But even when you're in each of those 2 categories, you could still be in a place of, hey, the financials are good, but practice feels like a trap. You feel like a slave to your practice. And of course, if financials aren't good, even more so, feeling like that. I want you to take a step back from whatever your numbers are, whatever your current practice situation is, and just remember how good you have it as a chiropractor. So I'm gonna walk you through a few different examples. The first is, think about pretty much everyone else in the healthcare industry, in the medical field, all the other professions, and think about how much choice and freedom you have compared to all of them in terms of the technique you do, what you share with patients, like you can share your philosophy and ideology, what you wear, what you charge, whether you accept insurance or not, how much team you need to practice. You know, most healthcare providers need a lot more than, you know, some chiropractors do it with no one, some do it with just one front desk CA. And when you can choose what you put on your walls, you can choose what your front reception looks like, you can choose the music you play, you can choose, you know, do you wear scrubs, a polo, a white jacket, a tie, like you can choose everything. And most, when you think of it, dentist, MD, PT, orthopedist, all of them, they don't have anywhere near that level of choice. And when you stop and just appreciate that, it does make a huge difference. On another aspect is, if things aren't working in the practice, like even with that choice, if you're not choosing to constantly be your best, learn what's working now, not what you heard 20 years ago from a stage, or continue to hear the same stuff 20 years ago from a stage, if you're not continually choosing to get better yourself, personal growth, deliver a better experience for your patients, deliver better results for your patients, know how to make the business work better for you, all of those freedoms and all those choices don't matter, even if you do focus gratitude, because there's nothing worse than financial stress, feeling like you're in a hole, feeling like you can't dig yourself out of a hole. You know, that's just human understanding. So I urge you to, 1, acknowledge all the freedom and the choices you do have in practice and be grateful for it. And even with that, if there's a level of stress of not hitting your goals, not meeting your needs, not achieving the vision you once had in grad school, to not stay on your own island. That's one of the biggest sabotages in our profession, because of such a lack of unity and because there's so many different factions and groups and ideologies and all of that. Find one that inspires you, that's proven to help docs grow, and it's not just rah rah kumbaya, but your practice stays flatline the whole time. Find mentorship, find a community of like-minded docs who have the patient's best interest in mind, want you to have freedom, want you to have joy, want you to have the financials that work for you and your goals, and dive in and don't do chiropractic alone. You know, and lastly, when it comes to freedom, remember, you're actually in the best time right now to be a chiropractor. Not like it was said 20 years ago because insurance was so good, but because what the public perceives as what chiropractors help with, neck and back, and I know of course we help tons more, but what the public perceives, because of the level of stress going on today, and it's never going to get easier, there's more people who are looking for what you have to offer. There's more age range. Now, unfortunately, it's going into youth and children because of technology and being bent over all day. And people do not want to be on, unlike 20, 30 years ago, it may have been more the standard, people do not want to be on pain medication every day for the rest of their life. They want a different option. And they don't want to just get a surgical consult as their first option either. So remember, you are perfectly positioned for what the public thinks you do. And once they come and see you, you can share with them what you really do, but at least meet them where they're at, and you are perfectly positioned for that. Another huge aspect of the freedom you have to be grateful for as a chiropractor. Stay focused, stay strong. If you need help implementing the new patient experience, the proven process from Patient Mastery, reach out. We'll show you a demo of exactly what it looks like and help you break through to your next collections level. Usually that means around $20,000 a month more, pure profit, and the difference that'll make in your life. All right, thanks for watching. Stay great. Have a wonderful weekend.